April, I dove into the suspenseful world of, well, suspense, and then balanced that out by hiding out in my tried and true paranormal and sci-fi romance worlds for a couple of books. So as we know, I've been trying to read more suspense, both the traditional hard-boiled kind and the more fun, upbeat romance kind. I love Jane Ann Krentz's paranormal and historical romance, so I figured she'd be a good re-entry point into this genre, so I read Trust No One. It's about this lady who keeps discovering dead bodies, and her blind date, Julius Arkwright, who's this venture capitalist. Okay, parts of this plot were faintly ridiculous, but overall it was adorable and I'm happy. Also, in my quest to read more suspense, I tried Kill Me Twice, the first Bullet Catcher book by Roxanne St. Clair. Jazz Adams is convinced by her famous news host's sister to secretly fill in for her on the nightly news so that her sister can chase down a big story. But when that twin sister goes silent, is she just deep undercover, or is there something more sinister going on? This was a decent read. Pleasant is about the best I can give it, though. Book 2 has a higher rating, so I'm going to give that a try. I also tried one of the most famous books in this genre, One for the Money, the first Stephanie Plum book by Jeanette Ivanovich. Everyone was like, oh, it's a nice and fluffy read. I don't know about that. This girl is viciously attacked every other page. It's kind of traumatic, and I'm not sure her psychological response to all of it was really quite believable, but the plot with Morelli was quite entertaining, so I'll give the second book a try at some point. We all know I'm obsessed with Ilona Andrews. The Kate Daniels series is the best, so I've been on a quest to read all the rest of the Ilona Andrews anthology. So I started on the sci-fi romance Kinsman series of short stories. It starts off with this short story called Silent Blade, which is about an arranged marriage gone wrong and a revenge assassination. The story arc is very simple, but it's quite nice in its simplicity. But the writing was not honed to the level I usually expect from Ilona Andrews. I'm hoping the next short is written a tad bit better. I also continued on with Ilona Andrews' The Edge Paranormal series with book 4, Steel Edge. I just really love the world building in these books. It's country paranormal and it's unique and interesting. This is about a disgraced healer who has fled the world of magic for the Edge, which is a strip that lies between our world and the world of fairy, where there's sort of magic, but it doesn't always work the way it should. The love interest in this one is Richard, who's from the part of the Edge right next to Louisiana. Anyway, he's on a quest to shut down the slave trade. This whole series is a lot of fun, and this was no exception. I really liked it. I read the 5th book in the paranormal romance Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward, Lover Unbound, and I have to be honest, I didn't really like the first 4 books of this series. I just kept reading because everyone loves them so much, and I was trying to figure out why. And with this one, I may be getting why. Warning, this is a very explicit book. Even for someone who reads a lot of romance, it can be a little much. But the underlying story was dark and compelling and intense, and it made me cry in the end, so overall I am a happy camper with this one. Have you read any series that you were meh on at first, but then actually started to kinda like?